We are on the California Legislative Information website. This is legalinfo.legislative.ca.gov. And at the time of this recording, we are at the latest version with the chaptered. It was introduced 2015 at the start of the year, and it was chaptered at the end. Now, the quick answer to this: can you fly a drone over private property? Well, as long as you check the DJI Fly Now app, or before you fly, or any app that's reliable and it tells you the information of your airspace and it's a go ahead, you can fly. Or if you have a permit to fly in the area, yes, you can. You can fly even if it's over private property. That is the short answer. Now, there's a little bit that we can look into for this, because someone came up to me while I was flying, very aggressively I might add, demanded me to land my drone and talk to them, which I did because I did not want to escalate the situation any further. I was with two of my friends, so I just wanted to keep everything calm. So I landed my quad and I started talking to him. One of my friends was feeling a little bit uncomfortable, so we did leave. However, we were not in the wrong. This person basically told us that if we didn't leave, he would call the police. And that we should go somewhere else to fly, just not in his area, because it is private property. Although we're about to get into the information behind what he actually quoted, and it is totally legal to fly in this area as long as you have the prerequisites, like you have your drone registered and you took the trust test, and then you just know the rules and you follow everything else. So he also said that if we didn't leave, he would call the police, right? That was at the beginning of the conversation. Now at the end of the conversation, this guy said the police are already on their way, so we should just stay put and talk to them when they arrive. And again, because the friend wasn't comfortable, we left, although the police most likely were not on their way. So now we're going to look at the assembly bill, which he and a lot of other people that has talked to me like this have cited. So this is assembly bill number 856, and this is in California. So we have chapter 521. Now, there is this section right here, section 1. So the section that we're looking at is this right here. A person is liable for physical invasion of privacy when the person knowingly enters onto the land or into the airspace above the land of another person without permission, or otherwise commits a trespass. Now, a lot of people just look at this part, and on its face value, it looks pretty bad. It looks like, yeah, you definitely can't fly your quad or anything with a camera over it. Well, read this again and add this last part. This is the important part. In order to capture any type of visual image, sound recording, or physical impression of the plaintiff engaging in a private, personal, or familial activity, and the invasion, and this is the second important part, occurs in a manner that is offensive to a reasonable person. So this first part, again, looks bad, but there's some key parts in here. The in order part, and occurs in a manner that is offensive to a reasonable person. Now, if you are out in public, you don't have the right to privacy. So if you fly anywhere other than, let's say, a residential neighborhood, if someone comes up to you, you just tell them that. Now, if someone comes up to you and cites this, but does not include all of this right here, you can just tell them that you are not invading their privacy because, well, the camera on your drone does not pick up every tiny detail. And as a matter of fact, as if you're flying and you're continuously flying, you don't stop, well, you're probably not looking in anyone's backyard. And on top of that, unless they're Bigfoot, they're probably not important enough for you to even give them a second look. Probably more paying attention more to if you're flying low. If you're flying low enough for them to really be concerned, you're probably paying attention more to like trees and other things like that. Right? But if you're flying high, well, that's even less of an excuse for them to come talk to you. But this is the section that they cite. However, they don't really read the entire thing apparently, or they just conveniently leave it out. There's a little bit difference in here, and I believe the difference in here or one of these other ones is that if it's used for commercial use, and I think that's somewhere down here. This is found in the description, linked below the like button, so you could read it if you want. But the important part is right here. And if you do use it for commercial use, just make sure you have a license, a Part 170 or something like that, to actually use it. But these are all clarifications as well for this right here. And you can show this to them if anyone comes up to you and tells them that you cannot fly their drone over your house or their house, because it is completely legal. Now, I've had multiple people again come up and talk to me about this privacy issue, and it is pretty bogus. So unless, and this is unless, you're flying it right outside someone's window and you're peeking in there, which is definitely something you cannot do, because that is an invasion of privacy. As long as you're not looking in people's windows or looking through their front yard or flying like inside their backyard or flying really close to their home, there's nothing they can say to you that holds any value. If the police come, just talk to the police, show them your license, you can show them your flight log, show them that you were this high, you were this far away, and you don't want anything to do with these people. They're just a little bit crazy. Now, I have, again, gotten a lot of complaints, not just in person, but there are people that complain about this in our neighborhood social app. And people are very, very ignorant to these laws. They're very concerned, and they don't really know the whole story. A lot of them are also very curious. So it's important that we educate these ignorant people, whether they're ignorant and they're aggressive, or they're ignorant and they're just curious, because ignorance doesn't mean it's a bad thing, it's just a lack of knowledge. So we should always help to inform them and always be as friendly as possible, even if they are the aggressor, just to cool things down, because if you get into a fight, no one's gonna win, both physically or just verbally. So again, just talk to people, be nice to them, but also stand your ground, because you shouldn't let anyone bully you out of flying your drone wherever you would like to fly it, as long as it is safe and legal.